Geo fucks here. And what I think some people come to my channel to see or to hear. Let's talk about it. We talking about sex, love, relationships. As a trans man, as a gay queer, trans man, trans masculine person, you feel me? Let's talk about it. With of course ganja. Because I mean, I don't have any tea. Granted, I could have took my butt up to the store and bought tea, but it's late. I don't feel like doing all that. But you know what I got? I be having this more often than the tea. And in fact, there are ways to have THC, CBD tea, and I'm gonna pick up some, make some, and try it out. Maybe I'll do that on video as well. But I wanted to talk about love, sex, relationships. So I'm having sex, obviously. I mean, sex. Well, let me not say obviously. I'm having sex, right? However, I have a situation going on, and if you know, I'm non-monogamous, um, single, non-monogamous, non-committal. You know, at this stage of my life, and I have been this way for really ever. I just didn't have the terminology for it, but now I have the terminology. So I met this person technically a year ago, over a year ago, just about a year ago, maybe 13, 14 months ago, basically. And I met them, but I didn't really connect with them at the time when I met them. And that's how I am in general. Like, I'll see a person, I'll know you because you know people that I know, or I know people that you know, and it's like mutual acquaintances, but like not really um, dive into getting to know you. Cause like that's how I am as a person. Like, and a lot of that is because of my neurodiversity. Like I am neurodivergent to the T. So it's like I will be like, okay, I know of you, but not really engage with you. And so what have you. But this person knew another person, another close friend of mine. We are all acquainted with this person. And that's how we met because he was coming over to hang out with my then roommate. So fast forward, so that would have been, I want to say, like I said, September, October of last year, I think. Um, Fast forward, now we're in July of 2021. See, and that's how it is a lot of times with me. Like, I just want to say this to anybody that like ever talks to me on that type of level or wants to talk to me on that type of level. Like, let's just let's just get this like out. Like, I'm non-monogamous, non-committal, and very kind of aloof. Like, there ain't no kind of to it, aloof. Like, I don't read social cues well. So if you are attracted to me, you like me, or you want to get to know me on a better level, you have to be very straightforward. Like, straightforward and assertive. Because I don't read social cues like that. And if you think you're flirting, I probably don't even know you're flirting. I'm just being real. So you need to be very straightforward, like, and assertive and get to the point because I'm not going to know what you're talking about. Like, and this, yeah, but anyway, so like this person, um, and I do like recall now because they sent me like direct messages on Instagram and followed me on Instagram or what have you, and I didn't think anything about it, right? And I've noticed this has happened numerous times before with other people where like they were basically flirting, but I wasn't understanding or recognizing it that way. So I just never really like followed up on it, if that makes sense. And that happens a lot with me because I don't be knowing. So I was like, okay, what have you? People follow on Instagram. It's Instagram. I follow back. I'm checking out their posts, and I know you because I've seen you and I've said hello to you because you know my roommate, my friend. So that was that. So I didn't think anything about it, right? I don't. So then, like, I would say a few weeks to a few months later, somehow we DM'd and it was like, well, do you want to hang out, right? So that's how it all started. So July, we finally hung out. And so, and of course, things, we hung out. I think, talked. We had Wingstop. We talked. We smoked. We listened to music. We chatted. Talked about their podcast and everything that they're working on and their, uh, and then we talked about we talk about various things. A lot of it is about gender, sexuality, race, class, politics, pop culture, music, social justice, activism. We talk about various things. So that was cool. You feel me? And that's how it is now. We talk about various things. So the reason I'm talking about this is because there is a level of intimacy that I normally don't participate in, don't really do. But there's a level of intimacy with boundaries and mutual respect. Like, we both have self respect. We both are working on self love, have self love. He has boundaries, I have boundaries. We both have boundaries. He's non monogamous, I'm non monogamous. You feel me? It's like, he's a Libra, I'm a Libra. It's the weirdest shit. And it's just wild, like, how that all just happens to be. But because of the boundaries and the understanding of non monogamy, not to mention that we communicate, so like, people are expressing their feelings, and that's just like so unheard of for me, right? Because like in my previous experiences and situations, it was not like that at all. So having someone who is also non-monogamous, has boundaries, I have boundaries, there's mutual respect, you know. Also, this person is out the closet, living their best life, doing them, and openly doing them. So I'm out the closet living, well, I'm not gonna say living my best life, living a life. I'm trying to get to a best life. I don't know. But I'm out the closet, I'm very open. And talking to somebody that's also out the closet and very open, honey, that right there, like, y'all just don't understand. Because it's so hard dealing with people who aren't out the closet or on the DL. Like, that's why I personally just don't deal with it, you know? And I think that's what's shocking me about this relationship, this ship, this setup, is that it's not just about sex, which it's a lot, and it's a lot to grasp, but then it's also refreshing and like reassuring and nice at the same time, because like, I'm so used to just being a sex object to people and being fetishized and sexualized and people just using me for sex. And then also me also pretty much feeling like, well, that's all I'm worth. So then I also turn around and sexualize myself, or I use other people for sex as well. So it's like this very toxic situation, but I'm also pulling myself out of that situation at the same time because I've been in ongoing therapy as well. But it's nice and reassuring that it's like, okay, we're not just hooking up. This isn't just booty call. It's like, we're actually hanging out, going out, like we're going out to eat, we're going to bars, we're going to restaurants, we're actually planning like actual dates where we actually talk about, well, here's this, and I just, look at these restaurants or look at this spa or whatever. It's like things are actually being planned and discussed. But keep in mind, we're both single, we're both non-monogamous, there is no commitment. This is very upfront and communicated with both of us. Like, we're very upfront about this. Like, nobody is sitting around thinking that there's something more or something less. Like, it's very there. And it's like, do you understand how appreciative that is? Because a lot of times in my past, it's always people wanting to have boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other relationship benefits, but there's no discussion of an actual relationship. Nobody's really upfront or communicating. And I'm here to tell you, as you get older, that shit is dead. Like, that is DEAD. Okay, that is DOA. Shit, dead on arrival. Like, I'm not interested in playing house and just whatever. I'm not, no. Communicate, right? And then there's communication, but it's not to the point where you're drained or you just feel like the other person is possessive and controlling or clingy, right? Because I've had experiences where like the person wanted to hang out every single day, talk every single day, text, phone call, FaceTime. I'm popping up at your house. I'm popping up at your job. Like, we're attached at the hip. Like, I've had situations like that where I can't do that. Like, I'm not interested in that. It's one of the reasons why I'm not monogamous. Because no, I've been in toxic monogamous situations that didn't even have a title. And it was so, mercy. It was so annoying. And I'm like, never again. So this time around, it's just like, whoa, okay, cool. So you have that, I'm having that platonic connection where it's like, oh, we're actually associating and building a friendship, working towards a friendship. There's genuine interest, mutual interest, there's some differences, there's some, and there's dialogue, and like, you want to be seen in public with me, and this isn't some, oh, I can only see you at night and you're a booty call on Grinder. It's like, oh, okay, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. This is new and refreshing, but also overwhelming at the same time because, like, I'm not used to, like, constantly having to, like, oh, you care about my feelings and how my day went. Wow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you feel me? So that's cool. And the sex is spectacular, right? Like, the sex, like, we be going rounds. You feel me? And that's amazing. Like, platonic with the sexual part, like, oh, we got a combination. Like, it's like fireworks, like Alicia Keys back in, what was that, 2009, 2010? Fireworks. Put on the red light special. It's the red light special up in here. You feel me? It's beautiful. But there's also like a level of intimacy that, again, I'm just like, oh, and we have intimacy in this too. And we both understand that you're free to talk to other people. I'm free to talk to other people. Like, we even talk about the other people that we're talking to with each other, and nobody is sitting up freaking out, accusing the other one of being, promiscuous or a hoe or whatever, trigger warning. Nobody's, slut shaming or bashing the other. Nobody's dragging each other on social media. Nobody's sitting up here going through somebody's cell phone. Nobody, none of this crazy shit. You feel me? It's like finally somebody that is on the same page, right? Like, and then get this, safe sex. I'm not having this weird conversation about why I use condoms or why I'm on PrEP. Like, we're both understanding of condoms are essential and important to use. Safe sex is the best form of sex for us, and we understand that. Getting tested on a regular basis, at least once every 3 months at the bare minimum, every quarter, right? There's no. It's just nice to finally be on the same page with someone, and there's not all this craziness, not all this possessiveness and controlling, and then we're both very like upfront, and y'all just don't understand. Like, now, for me to be doing this video, like, now I could be speaking too soon. I could be speaking way too soon, but technically it's been over technically over a year, and then this is 4.5 months of actually like being consistent. So maybe I'm speaking too soon, but I think that this is a good setup presently at this current time, right? And that's another thing about me. I do things by the moment, right? I've long learned to. I'm not saying that you can't be, optimistic or be thinking about the future, but I've long learned that, especially when you're dating and getting to know people and just mingling, don't future fake yourself, right? Like, don't play yourself into things, because a lot of times people come into these situations and it's just you have all these expectations, you seeing all of this potential, but you're ignoring the reality and what's happening presently, right? So I personally don't do that anymore, any longer. I used to, and I've long learned that is a quick way to you getting played and getting your feelings hurt and shit going south. So I take it by the moment. At this current present time, it seems like I have met someone that's on a similar page. Now, I'm still free to talk to other people and do me. And he is still free to talk to other people and do him. And it's beautiful. I wish more people would understand the concept. Okay. So it's refreshing. I'm just like, okay, I can vibe with this. Um, it's still F the patriarchy and toxic masculinity all day. It's still calling out, transphobia, homophobia, biphobia, toxic masculinity, toxic narcissistic, self-centered behaviors, regardless. But it's also refreshing and nice to know that, hey, there may be some hope. There may be some hope. You feel me? So that's where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at. I'm just like, okay, that's pretty dope. Um, Now let's see if I actually remember to upload these videos and actually schedule them so they can be uploaded on the GeoFlux page, because I do make videos like these and then I forget to upload them. So then next thing you know, a month has passed, there's no videos, yet I've got videos that I don't know where they're at because I forgot where I saved them and didn't upload them. So let's make sure I do that this time. ADHD, you. Like, seriously. Um, but because I'll get like just forget, and it's just like out of sight, out of mind. Like, it's for real. So that's that. It's going pretty well, you know. And yeah, more videos to come that I hopefully remember to upload and keep a schedule. I'm out.